So we're going to build a zoo today. There are some cool little creatures in Minecraft, and if you treat them right, they are good back to you. So let's build them a home in our amazing city, Kadjar City. It deserves a good looking zoo. I don't like zoos in real life, but in Minecraft I can put up with it, and you see, I'm good with animals, aren't I? Kadjar City, the expansion. Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be episode 4. The city on the left we did in 2020. The city on the right we're doing now in 2023. Episode 4 is the zoo. So we did the fort, the rich district, and the monastery in the first 3 episodes. But now I would like to do a zoo, and this area over here really looks like it could be an excellent zoo to do, because we could block off that area, make an entrance right here, block off that, which would mean we have all this for zoo exhibits all the way around, in fact, to here, and a big statue to attract everybody in. But I feel like when we build this city, we need to earn things like this big zoo. That is a fun thing to build, but we've got to earn it. I used to watch a YouTuber called Roman Atwood, and he said, do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. And the have to do, I would say, is a business district here, including some shipbuilding right here, and also a poor area round about here with some farms. So F for farms, P for poor, and that would work as probably all the way around. In fact, all this can be poor area as well. This can be a cemetery, and I think once we've done all that, we earn the right to do the zoo. So first of all, business, then poor, then mark out the cemetery, and then we can get on to the zoo. So this is our first area, and it is an industrial area. I've called it a business district, places where you'd have sheds, workshops, people working. If you walk through this area, you'd hear hammers hammering, chisels chiseling, and saws sawing, I guess. This is the place where things would be made, manufactured, and then maybe shipped off to the trading quarters to be sold. I don't think you get many customers coming here, maybe putting in big orders, but goods from this area would be taken to the market for sale. So we're building it out of packed mud bricks. We've got smooth sandstone, some chiseled sandstone as well, and that is the flesh and blood of these buildings, really. We've got some nice spruce trim on top, and we've got some overhangs, awnings, little places where you can get some shade from the fierce Kadjar sun, and we make them out of bamboo trapdoors, which I'm falling in love with. We've got some water butts on the roof as well. Oh, campfires as well. A nice big obelisk in the square, kind of like a little town square, and then we can come around here to a cute little dock, and then a shipyard, somewhere where you would build your ships. So we had a lot of fun with this. A big shout out to all the builders. I'll be showing their names in just a few minutes time. We had Ertz and Tuatha and JJ and Sarsfin and Linsidious and Dreadspine and Darksaber all working on this area. So it turned out to be pretty cool. I love the holes in the roof. And we've got a dry dock, and we'll do a little tour to show you that in just a few minutes. On to the poor area. We are earning our way towards getting to do the zoo. We want to do the zoo, but you've got to earn it. Do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. So it's bamboo, beautiful bamboo for the poor area. It seems sensible. It's a nice cheap crop, isn't it, bamboo? And this is probably what the poor people in Kadjar would make their cities from. So we've got bamboo and we've got spruce on the roof. We don't really have any forests in Kadjar City. Maybe we need to add some more forests. Where are they going to get all these logs from? And maybe we need a bamboo forest as well. Yeah, definitely need to do something like that in the future in this city. Well, with the addition of a few details like palm trees, that is the poor area complete. So now we can move on to this zoo area. So what we're going to be doing in the zoo, first of all, is just doing the outlines, the paths, the bridges, and the walkways. Then we can come up with a better plan. So bridges are done, outlines are done, a few walkways for the marine section. Then we can see which animals are going to go where. So now we can come up with a rough plan for this place. So I'm thinking entrance right here, something like llamas in there, probably something like foxes and goats, maybe silverfish. They have a tendency to disappear. Polar bear, ocelot, parrots, panda, ravager pit, maybe a cafe in here. We'll have lots of fish and frogs. They all begin with F over here. Fish and frogs. And then maybe some sort of wolf enclosure here. Striders, spiders, and maybe something like sniffers. I don't know. Maybe we'll include them as well. Oh, and down here is going to be turtles, squids, and dolphins. So that is our rough plan. So once the outlines were done, we added in this yellow wool here to represent a castle. So the lore behind this zoo is, it used to be a ruined fortification. It does look like you could have a good fort here, doesn't it? So imagine all these towers have fallen down into disrepair. Maybe this was one of the original buildings in Kadjar city, and we're going to form the zoo from the remains. So that is the list on the screen right now of what we should be having to do in this project. So first of all, the entryway. So big shout out to Ed Chinyosh for building that bird. He built that a long time ago in one of our previous projects. We turned it into copper, added on a special tail, and the dark deep slate represents new parts of this build. Really happy with the zoo writing as well. And here we go on to some animals. These are going to be llamas, our little llama field to start with. Plenty of hay, water, a bit of shelter, and a nice big tree. And the llamas are going to be super happy. So yeah, why don't you build a zoo in a ruined building, a ruined castle? Because each little room is kind of open to above. It makes sense, doesn't it, to put a zoo in like this kind of area? Because you've got, I don't know, you don't need to put roofs, do you? In most of the zoo exhibits. You do with frogs. No, not frogs, but yeah, maybe frogs. I can't remember. Is it goats? Goats jump. We're doing goats right now. Look at these goats. If you watch carefully on the time lapse, they are horrendous. They escape, they jump, they propel themselves up and out of this place. It is an absolute nightmare trying to keep goats in check. Alright, this is a tricky bit. This was silverfish. We put andesite down to stop them going into the cobblestone or into the stone bricks that we've used for this build, but yeah, absolutely no luck. The silverfish disappear no matter what you do in Minecraft. We even name tagged them, like we name tagged all these animals to stop them despawning. Kind of weird. Anyone know in the comments where our silverfish have gone? Polar bears, thank you to Saracen for that. And Saracen's going to do the pandas in a second as well. I'm doing these ocelots here. We added in parrots into that section as well. So we've got a little panda place here. Changing our mind about the trees. We've got some bamboo growing, plenty of jungle trees, and then we're over the bridge and on to this area. Shout out to JJ for this awesome statue of a ravager, and then into a ravager pit. Seems a pretty safe place to put your ravagers if you ask me. So the walkway continues, kind of you go around this place from the llamas to the pandas to the bridge, and then passing by this marine section over the walkway. You've got a statue of a fish. And we're going to be having some turtles underneath, squids and dolphins in this area as well. And then on to kind of the, well, I started it to be an aquarium section with actual glass. And I thought, do you know what? There's not much glass in Kadjar city at all. Let's not have aquariums. That seems a bit too modern. So the cod and the salmon and the tropical fish and the pufferfish and the frogs can all just be in ponds. Saracen putting in the details to this mushroom area, and then we added in some rabbits and some wolves, and the whole place started to look pretty much like a zoo. There is so much to show you in this episode. Have a look at this little docks here, little crane coming down. This whole city really is taking shape, and we are paying attention to detail, because if you've got little ships, you're on an island, you need somewhere to build them. So we have a dry dock. So maybe people who know about dry docks, let us know. Does this work? Does it work if you have this? I don't know how to describe it, but the water there, can you empty this water out Would it go anywhere if the water's up at that level? I don't know if this would work. But this is where you'd have your ships. And attention, close the doors when the floodgates are open. Yes, because you've got some stuff left in here. Big shout out to all the builders. Sarasfin, Linsidious, JJ, Tuatha, Dreadspine, Ertz, loads of people. I'm probably missing people out, but you will know who you are, and I will show. Look, we've got little boat on the side. I like that little boat there, spare boat. Absolutely superb. And then over here you've got one that's being kind of refurbished, I guess, and it can be rolled out on these planks. So this is the industrial area, places where you would have little businesses, I suppose. Not everything has furnishings, not everything has an interior yet, but we'll get to that eventually. This is, I love how these are growing through the roof. That is a really nice touch. This is going to be some sort of big warehouse in here. We've used red sandstone and red sand and a dirt path, and then most of the buildings are built out of this mud brick and packed mud, and the details are what bring it alive, really. You've got smooth sandstone and chiseled sandstone interspersed in amongst all these buildings, but the details are things like seats and chairs, water butts, places to have a little meal on top of your roof. Kadjar is a very warm city. We decided that right at the very start. An obelisk over here. And the whole place just continues, business after business. For example, this is where you would live. And then up here, we would need to provide maybe a little ladder coming up. Maybe not quite there, actually. Yeah, little bits of detail missing. Like we need a ladder there really to get up to that section there. But imagine that being a business, and maybe this is your workshop under here. That is the idea, to have these workshops and businesses and houses all kind of mixed in together. Industrial area. Now we're over to poor. This would be the poor area. I would say the poor area is kind of 90% done. We've got buildings which look a little bit samey all over the place. We've just got bamboo with spruce roofs, but we've jazzed it up a little bit with some nice chimneys. I think that really helps to break up the monotony of this poor district. Plenty of detail outside, things piled up ready to be used, businesses being run even in the poor area. We've got farming, chickens, lots of shade from these palm trees, lots of just normal crops growing as well. Storage areas and barns. We've got these sweet berries. Possibly too many cows. that seems a little bit inhumane to cram them in like that. Loads of sheep. I don't seem to feel sorry for the sheep as I do for the cows. I don't know why. I like cows. I'm a cow fan. We've got a bit of a stables here. This was supposed to be a big storage barn, but it got taken over by stables. I guess we could have storage of hay and things up the top there. And then through and on, we've got a well. And that completes the poor district, really. And that gave us an excuse to get on to our fun project, which was the zoo. This is going to be like a temple there and a cemetery right in the dead center of Kadjar. And if you get that joke, tell me in the comments. So these ones here are probably going to be more businesses, more industrial area, a bit like we've built over there. And then look, we've got this wall round here to do in the next episode. And we're probably going to step this down. This area is going to go down towards a dock, kind of at sea level. So we've got some level changes. What do you think this big oval should be? So the big oval, kind of a flat side to it. We've got an oval shape with a flat side. What should that be? Let me know in the comments. And then we've got this area here. What do you think it should be? This is called, I'm going to call this the double walled area. So if you'd like to get involved in the comments, what do you think the double walled area should be? We can change the height of it. We can raise it up, of course, as well. And you've got this kind of separate oval area as well. So big questions to be answered. Let's go in to the zoo. Shout out to Ed Chinyosh for designing this bird. We changed the tail to make it look a bit more like a parrot, but this is what encourages you in. We've got tickets here. Tickets please. Tickets please. Why is he asking for a ticket? So that's where you buy the ticket, and then you give the person here your ticket, and then you can get into the zoo. So we've got llamas in here. We had to block off some of the windows, but I think building this as if it was an old abandoned castle, it's actually worked out really, really well. And I love using the copper for the writing. Doesn't that look fantastic? If you've got a writing project to do, how about use some copper, some oxidized copper? It looks great. And the gate looks a bit like a monster as well, so we're really happy with that. So we've got llamas there. We've got foxes, including snow fox, white foxes. I had to actually summon them using the summon command. I don't know how you get them naturally in-game. Maybe in snowy biomes you get snowy foxes, I guess. The goats need to be hemmed in. They are right tricky for just jumping 10 blocks up. So be careful. Warning, may butt. Silverfish, you know, we've spawned these in many times, but they keep disappearing. Somehow the silverfish escape. No idea. Answers in the comments. Do we get rid of the silverfish pen and replace it with something else? We probably have to, because they're just... Hello, polar bear. I don't think you can escape from there. I think you're too big, right? Hopefully you are. Seems a bit weird having polar bears. We've got some cherry saplings, and they are not spawning, but they look kind of cool just as saplings as well. I guess sometimes if you have things too close, they won't spawn. In here we've got ocelots. Oh yes, did you see it? And he's crawling on the walkway, so that works perfectly. I love how they can walk on the walkway. And then through here we've got a panda. So what do you think, guys? Is this a good way to build a zoo? Make it look like it's if it's in a ruined castle with towers, ivy, windows. I think it's a great way of building it. It's a few little things just to make sure they're perfect, like that. Got this bridge. Shout out to Linsidious for the amazing bridge. Love it, love it, love it. And then over to here, JJ built this incredible statue a few months ago, actually, so we used it on this build. Of course, it is a ravager. And then down here we've got our ravager pit with some meat being lowered down for them to gnaw on. We just think nether quartz ore looks like meat. And then when you finish looking at them, it's kind of like a route through this zoo. You come out here, climb up, and you can come around here, and hopefully you can see some squids and dolphins fleeing about down there, because we put in some dolphins, some squids, some turtles, and hopefully this is enough to stop them. Can dolphins jump over 2 blocks high? I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can. What does this sign say? Missing a dolphin? A dolphine? I don't know. Are we missing a dolphin? I think some of the dolphins have escaped, because we put a whole bunch of dolphins in here and there's not many left. I have a feeling that they're jumping over there. Might need to raise the bar on that one. Where are the dolphins? I only saw one dolphin, right? Did you see any more? Anyway, once you've seen the dolphins, you can replace them. This is supposed to be where the turtles are basking. I wonder if the turtles are escaping as well. Are turtles down here? Why are the turtles in the water? I thought they hang about on the beach more often than in the water. There we go. We've got a turtle right there. Oops, sorry, turtle. So that is the marine section. And then over to kind of the fresh water section would be over here. Oh, by the way, this is where Linsidious built a really cute little cafe. I don't know where you cook all the food, but maybe you prepare all sandwiches in here. We've got a little outdoor cafe, and it runs like that. Isn't that cool? Some kind of organic looking arches. Nice cherry tree here in the middle of the zoo. Pufferfish pool. Hello guys. And then in here we have tropical fish. And then, see, these blocks are supposed to be like, these are like part of the castle that's fallen down. So you're supposed to have all these sort of little ruined blocks lying about the place, as if things are just falling down as well. It's pretty cool when you do that. Axolotl. Don't put these with anything else because they tend to eat other fish, apparently. We've got the frogs. Oops, what have I done? Got the frogs in here. Hello, frogs. What's up? Pretty cool. I think it's a great way of doing a zoo because you've got so many little compartments. You don't need to be too exact with the way you build the whole structure. It gives you a lot of flexibility. So there is a store. Giraffe coming soon. Should there be giraffes in Minecraft? I think that'd be so cool seeing giraffes in Minecraft. It really would. Maybe we should put sniffers in there. We've got mushrooms in there. Spiders, hopefully. How the spiders despawned or sneaked out. How have the spiders managed to get out? No, there's one in there. Little cave spider in the corner. They're sneaky. They're sneaky, just like in real life. Striders in there, in some lava, and then the rest of this is just wolves. Look at some wolves. Does it look like a zoo? Is there anything we obviously missed out? Let us know. Do you know what would be good? Some dead bushies, I think, kicking about the place. Let us know what you would put in your zoo. If you think, oh, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? I don't know. I'd love to know in the comments. I think some dead bushies is going to add a little bit of character to this. This is the kind of build where you go back to these parts of the city and just go, oh, do you know what? We could add that. We could add this. And it just starts to take on... you know, a bit more atmosphere is the words I'm looking for. We did the Monks Monastery in the last episode. Check that out. The playlist for this should be in the down below. We're moving on. I'm going to cherry pick some of these bigger areas next. And then we've got this downtown kind of little teeny tiny business area. Hard work to change all the levels. But look, we've got some areas where we can build some pretty spectacular things in this city. It is an awful lot of fun. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I'm off to plant some more dead bushies. Take care for now. Ciao, ciao. With the blocks be with you.